Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to do NFL news, and we'll talk about a little MLB here at the end. If there is anything else, I'll look after I get through these two, the NFL and MLB, but there isn't, I'll just end the video later. But let's get into it. So, Travis Kelce, he shared Friday that he plans to decide on whether to return to the Chiefs by early March, before NFL free agency begins. So that was from yesterday. All from today, George Pickens apparently missed the team bus to Monday's game against the Las Vegas Raiders, leading to him getting benched for the first drive. Bruh, he missed the team bench. Or the team bus and got benched for the first drive. Man, sending a message right there. So, the Bengals, they are not activating QB Joe Burrow by today's 4 p.m. deadline, meaning he will be unable to play Sunday per source. His debut will have to wait another week until Thanksgiving night against Baltimore next week on Thursday, where we have 3 Thanksgiving games. It's going to be rare Thursday, get 3 recaps on a Thursday for NFL. But yeah, Joe Burrow, the Bengals are deciding not to play him, and we'll start Joe Flacco. You play a game Sunday, you play a game Thursday. Zach Taylor told reporters on Friday. Got to factor in all that stuff. He's trying to put himself in a position to be ready to go. So there's that. The Colts have activated Travarius Ward Sr., corner from injured reserve. He will return Sunday versus the Chiefs and team with Sauce Gardner to give the Colts the cornerback tandem that they have envisioned for this season. So we'll see how how it goes, man, with having Sauce and Ward paired up. Should be fun to watch tomorrow, that Chiefs Colts game, which I'll be recapping. Excuse me. The Rams have signed linebacker Nate Landman to a contract extension. It is a 3-year, $22.5 million extension, so there's a little contract extension right there. Eagles center Cam Jurgens has been upgraded to no injury status for Sunday's game versus the Cowboys, and he is good to go. Eagles receiver Devontae Smith is traveling separately from the team for personal reasons and has no game status. So there's that. I don't know if he's going to play or not. That's a big game for the tush push, I guess. Oh man, so excited. The Steelers, they have upgraded defensive tackle Cam Hayward and cornerback Darius Slay from their previous injury status designation, and they are both expected to play Sunday in Chicago. Man, everyone's out for Chicago and everyone's playing for Pittsburgh, man. Might be a mistake picking Pittsburgh in this one, man. Might be a mistake, picking Chicago in this one. The Browns have elevated QB Bailey Zappi from their practice squad to backup starting QB Shedeur Sanders versus the Raiders. Bears defensive backs, both Kyler Gordon and Jalen Smith, both questionable for Sunday versus Pittsburgh. Won't be activated this week per sources, but the team is hopeful that both could come off IR for next week against Philly on Friday if all goes well. If they somehow win this game, man, it's going to be crazy. The Cowboys, they have waived cornerback Kaiir Elam and signed running back Malik Davis from their practice squad. Yes! Goodbye, Kaiir Elam. Get your trash ass out of here, sir. You suck. I could have told you this move sucked in the offseason, and it did. You just couldn't produce on the field, which wasn't good enough. That's why he didn't stay in Buffalo. Good riddance. With Josh Jacobs listed as questionable, the Packers have elevated linebacker Jamin Johnson and running back Pierre Strong Jr. for Sunday's game versus the Vikings. The Jaguars have activated tight end Brenton Strange from injured reserve, and he is expected to play Sunday versus the Cardinals. The Vikings, they have activated center Ryan Kelly from injured reserve, and he will return Sunday versus the Packers. Bears have placed Tremaine Edmonds and Roschon Johnson on injured reserve and have signed Britton Brown and Carl Jones Jr. to the active roster. The Bears roster moves are looking like random Madden pack openings. Just going up here. NFL, they fined Jalen Ramsey $14,491 for punching Bengals receiver Jamar Chase last Sunday. And fined for punching the dude that spit in your face is crazy. The Lions have activated cornerback Khalil Dorsey and cornerback DJ Reed from injured reserve, and are both expected to play Sunday versus the Giants. Now, DJ Reed, who joined the Lions in the offseason. The New Orleans, they officially waived veteran wide receiver Brandon Cooks. Today, per source, his name appears on today's NFL Wire. Okay, scrolling up. 49ers releasing kicker Eddie Pinheiro as out for Monday night's game versus the Panthers. Oh no. No revenge game for Eddie Pinheiro. Who the hell's going to kick them? Seahawks have placed Torrey Horton, receiver on injured reserve, sidelining him for a minimum of 4 games. Brandon Cooks now has in fact been waived by the Saints. He will find out if he is claimed or goes unclaimed Monday after 4 p.m. Eastern. The Packers plan to work out running back Josh Jacobs, who is listed as questionable due to a knee injury in pregame warm-ups before deciding whether or not he will play versus the Vikings per source. Though Jacobs' knee is structurally sound, it is still tender from last week, and the Packers have another game in 4 days on Thanksgiving in Detroit to consider, but the team wants to see how he feels pregame before making any decisions. And seeing the word tender in the same post as Thanksgiving got me hungry as fuck. But yeah, I don't know if I would play him. I would just keep him out and then see how he feels for the Thanksgiving game against Detroit. Josh Allen at his Wyoming number 17 jersey retired at halftime today. Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker listed as questionable for Sunday due to a glute injury, as expected to play versus the Titans per source. Patriots running back Ramondre Stevenson listed as questionable for Sunday due to a toe injury, is expected to play versus the Bengals per source. Oh no! Not Ramondre Stevenson. Well, Travion Henderson back to the bench you go. Buccaneers receiver Chris Godwin, who has not played since October 5th and is listed as questionable for Sunday due to a right fibula injury, is expected to play versus the Rams per source. Could be on I wouldn't be surprised if he was on a snap count. Alvin Kamara, Saints running back, listed as questionable for Sunday due to an ankle injury, is expected to play versus the Falcons per source. Buccaneers running back Bucky Irving, who has not played since Week 4 versus Eagles due to shoulder and foot injuries, is expected to make his return next Sunday versus the Arizona Cardinals, per sources. Irving looked strong at practice this week and might have been able to play versus the Rams, but the team decided to hold him out, give it one more week, and have him ready next Sunday. So Bucky Irving will be back next week. So Aaron Rodgers has been pushing to play Sunday versus the Bears, but Steelers doctors have been more cautious and guarded. Per sources, if the decision is left to Rodgers, he will play, but the team has declined to provide hints as to its final decision. Doesn't really tell us nothing if he's going to play or not. It's still a 50-50 shot. It's probably a 50-50 shot if he plays or not. So let's move on and see if we have anything from Ian Rappaport. But the Bears will wait. Cowboys defensive end Jadeveon Clowney, listed as questionable with shoulder and neck issues, is expected to play, sources say. Chiefs receiver Xavier Worthy, listed as questionable with an ankle injury, is expected to go Sunday, source said. Feels like every week he's listed with an ankle injury at this point. Keep scrolling through here. Khalil Mullings, Titans rookie running back, is slated to be activated off injured reserve. I think that's really it for through Schefter. So we have some news here with MLB. So Jesse Rogers, outfielder Adolis Garcia, is being non-tendered by the Rangers. Sources tell ESPN after hitting .227 on 19 home runs and a 665 OPS. The 32-year-old is set to become a free agent. He was so good in that 2023 postseason, man, and after that he just fell off. So we'll see, man. I feel like he'd go to the Dodgers or Yankees to be behind some of the stars, take some of the pressure off. We'll see. Baltimore Orioles first baseman Ryan Mountcastle was tendered a contract. Sources tell ESPN. Tender? Chicken tenders. Gosh, I hear the word tenders, I always think chicken tenders. Makes me hungry as hell. The Texas Rangers non-tendered catcher Jonah Heim. Sources tell ESPN he's now a free agent. So yeah, man, no Jonah Heim, Dolis Garcia, man. Dolis Garcia looked damn good. And Jonah Heim, now they're going to be free agents, man. Crazy. But yeah, let's see if we have anything here from MLB Deadline News. Like I said, I could see a 1-year prove-it deal for Adolis Garcia. Like a 1-year prove-it deal. But I don't know if it's really a prove-it deal. Like, he's kind of declined, but it could be a prove-it deal, I guess. Cubs, they agreed to terms with free agent right-handed pitcher Phil Maton. I think a good pickup by the Cubs here. Maton had a really good season last year, so good addition to their bullpen. But yeah, the Rangers non-tendered Adolis Garcia. The D-backs agreed to terms with James McCann. The Rays, they agreed to terms with Jake Woodford. He had a 6.44 ERA last year and a 1.6 whip. He's going to be good now because the Rays just turned pitchers into guard. The Giants acquired Joey Wiemer. Wow, what a move right there. Cody Bellinger's free agent market value per Spot Rack, 6 years, $182 million. I don't see how he gets a higher AAV than this, 1-year deals, than his 1-year deals. He's closer to 130 than 180, in my opinion. The Royals agreed to terms with free agent right-handed pitcher Alex Lange per team announcement. He was DFA'd by Detroit earlier this week. Could be a solid signing for them. Phillies and Brian De La Cruz agreed to a minor league deal, and so did the Padres and Pablo Reyes. Yeah, that's really all the little news there with baseball. So we'll talk about the wrestling news. The official theme song for WrestleMania 42 is Back in the Saddle by Aerosmith and Youngblood. Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes in the quarterfinals for the last time is now term is officially set for Raw next week. Ooh, that's going to be a banger. The GMs of Raw and SmackDown will meet to determine who faces LA Knight. Yeah, in the quarterfinals, the last time is now tournament. Give me Oba Femi, please. AJ and Becky Lynch join War Games, so the War Games match is official. Rhea, Io, Charlotte, Alexa, and AJ versus Asuka, Kyrie, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Becky Lynch. Not really bad match. Should be good. Official card now for War Games is the men's War Game, men and women's War Games. Stephanie versus Nikki, and John Cena versus Dominic for the women's title and the Intercontinental title. I mean, it looks like a good card. Should be a good pay-per-view. So, AEW has their pay-per-view tonight. FTR become the new tag champs. Ricochet become the inaugural AEW national champion. Mark Briscoe defeated Kyle Fletcher to become the new AEW TNT champion. Kyle O'Reilly made Moxley tap out. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks reunited. And Chris Statlander defeated Mercedes to retain the women's championship. Did the right thing. Thank God. We'll close out with some NBA. So from Shams, the Clippers are playing to have Kawhi Leonard return to action in Sunday's road game against the Cleveland Cavs. He's been out since November 3rd due to an ankle foot sprain. Chris Paul will be retiring after the end of the season. His 21st campaign in the NBA. Yeah, he's washed, so he should retire. He's going to retire after the season. The Warriors assistant Chris DeMarco, he's leaving to go to the New York Liberty, making 3 of 5 WNBA hires this offseason and having an NBA tie. So he's great. So they've agreed to hire Chris DeMarco. Honestly, good for him not to deal with Steve Kerr anymore. LeBron can only miss 3 more games to stay award eligible, including All NBA. A source says they prefer to skip back-to-backs at his age, but it depends on the plans for like All NBA eligible. I don't think he would make it anyways, but there's that. Lillard says the Blazers' current roster is one he's been waiting for, and he promises to deliver moments even better than those from his prime years. Sources around the league believe that Chicago Bulls could be a potential trade destination for AD. The Grizzlies are expected to explore the trade market for Ja Morant. The Heat have yet to receive clarity about Terry Rozier's salary can be utilized for trade purposes. The Pistons are showing interest in AD. But yeah, that's all to say for the news. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Peace, have a good night. See you guys tomorrow for NFL.